This is Naganika, working as lecturer in Commerce, Government Model Degree College, LRD. I welcome you all to my online class, Financial Institutions and Markets. So, what is the meaning of financial institution? A financial institution is responsible for supply of money to the market, means here transfer of financial resources. So where does a financial institution transfer funds? It transfer funds from investors to the companies in the form of loans, deposits and investments, means a financial institutions provide the loans to medium and small scale industries, and it accept the deposits from the public, and it make the investment in various securities. So here some examples of financial institutions. Large financial institutions such as JP Morgan Chase, HSBC, Goldman or Stanley. So examples of financial institutions as JP Morgan Chase, HSBC, Goldman Sachs or Morgan Stanley can even control the flow of money in an economy. So these are largest financial institutions which provide funds to the industrial sector. So financial institutions are the intermediaries in the financial system. They act as a middleman between the investors and the savers, means it provide the services as intermediaries between the issuers and the savers. So here one doubt will arise, means what is a fund? A fund is an investment that allows large number of people to pool their money together in order to invest in a range of different securities such as stocks, bonds, property, commodities. For example, a new company is incorporated, so it offered some shares to gather the capital, means it has given the public issue for 1000 shares. Each share's face value is 100 rupees, means here 1000 shares into 100 rupees, that is 1 lakh rupees. So that 1 lakh rupees is initial capital to the newly started company. For example, you have got a 50,000, so you want to invest in somewhere, but you don't know how to invest your money, so you can go into the funds. A fund manager working as asset management company decides how to invest your money. Here you can invest your money in shares, you can invest your money in debentures, you can invest your money in bonds. So again you will get one doubt. So what is a bond? Bonds are issued by financial institutions. When you purchase the bond, means you are lending your money to the financial institutions. Here bond issuer is the borrower, means here a bond contains return principal on maturity plus interest. So bonds issuer agrees to pay whoever hold the bond interest principal amount, then returns the money when the bond matures. So this can make the bonds attractive for people looking for a stable investment. Bonds are attractive financial instruments. Bonds are attractive financial instruments to the public. So it gives more interest to the public, attracts to invest in bonds. Here let us discuss about the state financial corporations. So SFCs. So what is about SFCs? So when did the SFC started? The government after independence realized the need of creating financial corporation at the state level for creating to the needs of industrial entrepreneurs. Means there was no industrial concern after independence. So to encourage the new entrepreneurs, the government was provided many facilities to the new entrepreneur. A result of Government of India, after consultation with the state government and RBI, the SFC comes into existence with the effect from 1952. The act permitted the state government to establish financial corporations for the purpose of providing financial assistance to medium and small scale industries. Now the state financial corporations are playing a vital role of institutional finance structure in our country. So state financial corporations promote small and medium industries of the states. Again, the state financial corporations helpful in ensuring the balanced regional development, higher investment, more employment generation and broad ownership of the industries. Here balanced regional development means reduction of regional disparities in the distribution of income and wealth, and removal of poverty in backward areas and increase in the standard of living of the people, and providing employment opportunities to the people who are living in backward areas. Next, at present there are 18 SFCs in our state. So they are formed. The 17 SFCs are established under the SFC Act 1951. Tamil Nadu Industrial Investment Corporation Limited, established under the Act 1949, is also working as SFC. Means there are 18 SFCs are working in our country. 17 SFCs are established under the SFC Act 1951. Tamil Nadu Industrial Investment Corporation was established under the Act 1949. The total 18 SFCs in our country. Now, organization and management of state financial corporations. So the state financial corporations consist of 10 directors. State financial corporations consist of 10 directors. Out of them, the state government appoints the managing director, generally in consultation with the RBI. So who appoints the managing director? State government. State government appoints the managing director. So it consults the RBI while appointing the managing director, and state governments nominates the 3 directors in a directors board. So directors board consists of 10 directors. Out of 10 directors, managing director is nominated by the state government with the consultation of RBI. Next, 3 3 directors are nominated by the state government. The insurance companies, scheduled banks, investment trusts, cooperative banks and other financial institutions elect the 3 directors. So the majority of directors are nominated by the government and quasi-government institutions. So the organization and management of state financial cards. So it is having 10 directors. So out of 10 directors, managing director is nominated by state government with the consultation of RBI. Next, objectives and functions of SFCs. Objectives and functions of SFCs. Now in 1951 the State Financing Corporation was passed by the central government to create a separate financial corporation for the state. So until there was no separate state financial corporation in the state. So the central government was passed the act to incorporate state financial corporations in the different states of our country. The state financial corporations meets the financial requirements of all industrial concerns in the private sector as well as public sector industries. So it helps to establish the uniformity in regional industries. Means all some industries are located in backward areas. So SFC concentrates to develop the industries located in rural areas. It helps to bring efficiency in regional industrial units. So it provides the technical support to the regional industrial units. It helps to develop regional financial resources. So it helps to provide incentives to new industries. Incentives means here giving subsidy in electricity, providing infrastructure facilities. Industrial facilities means water, raw material, machinery. So it gives the subsidy for providing the infrastructure facilities to the industries. It helps to provide finance to all small scale, medium and medium sized cottage industries in the state. It provides the financial assistance to medium and small scale industries which are outside the scope of IFCI. The main function of SFC is limited within its states. So SFCs are working within the states. So SFC operations are limited within its own states. SFC covers not only public limited companies but also private limited companies, partnership firms, sole proprietorship concerns. These are objectives or functions of SFCs. Next, financial resources of the SFCs. SFCs are need to mobilize their financial resources. So it first point is it provides funds from its own share capital. So SFC is having its authorized capital. Next, from the capital it provides the funds to medium and small scale industries. It gets income from investments and repayment of loans. So for surplus funds it make the investment in different securities. The securities it will get the return and repayment of the loans. Next, it receives the income by selling of its bonds. Next, the SFC takes the loans from IDBI. It takes borrowings from the RBI. Whenever deficit occurs in case of funds, it takes the borrowings from Reserve Bank of India. It acts as a deposit from the public in the form of savings. So it can take the loan from state government to expand its services to industrial sector. So these are the financial resources of state finance corporations. Next is, let's discuss the functions of state finance corporations. Now, the main functions of state finance corporations. It grants loans and advances to industrial concern that they are repayable within the maximum period of 20 years. Means it gives 20 years to repay the loan to small and medium industries. It provides long-term loans and advances which are repayable within 20 years of duration. SFC subscribes the shares and the debentures of industrial concerns. Means it make the investments in the shares and debentures of industrial concern. The main functions of the SFC to provide loans to small and medium scale industries engaged in the manufacturing, mining and hotel industries. It provides financial assistance to the manufacturing industries, mining industries and hotel industries. So it providing the loans for setting up new industrial units as well as for expansion and modernization of existing units. It encourages the new entrepreneurs to set up the industrial concerns in backward areas. Also, it provides the assistance to sick units to develop in backward areas. It gives the guarantee for the shares and debentures issued by the industrial concern. It guarantees loans raised by the industrial concerns repayable within 20 years of duration. Next, SFC guarantees the deferred payments for purchase of capital goods within in India. Here the capital goods means fixed assets used by producers. Fixed assets means plant and machinery, building. So a new industrial concern need some capital goods to manufacture its products. So machinery is important, building is important. So it has to gather all the resources to start the production. SFC act as agent of the state and central government. So it discounts the bills of small and medium scale industries. Next, according to the section 2C of the SFC Act 1951 as amended in the 1961, the SFC gives the assistance to the following industries. Means the following industries are benefited by the SFC. The first one is manufacturing, preservation, processing of goods, hotel industries, road transport, generation or distribution of electricity or any other form of power. Now it gives assistance to encourage the development of new industrial estate in the state. So it provides the special technical knowledge, other services for the promotion of industrial growth. So industrial concerns need advanced technology to develop their activities. The SFC provide the support to the industries for the technological development. SFC provides foreign exchange loans under World Bank scheme. The SFC occupies an important place as an institution for industrial development in the country. Industrial development within the country. So the major beneficiaries of the SFC are the following industries. First is food processing, second is textile, chemical products, metal production and the cement. These industries are benefited by the operations of SFC. Now next is working of SFCs. The Government of India passed the State Financial Corporation Act in 1951 and it was made applicable to all the states in our country. The authorized capital of State Financial Corporation is fixed by the state government. The minimum authorized capital is 50 lakhs. The maximum authorized capital is 5 crores. So these and this authorized capital is divided into shares of equal values. So these shares were taken by the respective state governments, RBI, scheduled banks, cooperative banks, other financial institutions such as insurance companies, investment trusts and private parties. So the shares of SFCs are taken by all financial institutions. Total effective loans disbursed by the corporation since their inception to the end of 1972 and 73 amounted 37.115 lakhs. In the year 1973 and the 74, corporations combined together sanctioned loans amounting to the 99.7 crores. So the corporations had outstanding loans amounting to 15.3 crores at the end of March 31st, 1974. Since both the sanctions as well as outstanding loans are increasing. Next, textile products, chemicals, fertilizers and metal industries received maximum loans from the SFCs. Textiles, food products, chemicals, fertilizers, metal industries, these all are received maximum loans from the state financial corporations. Medium industries were more benefited than small scale industries in grant of loans. So SFC had given the importance to the medium industries to grant the loans. The corporations have played really an important role in meeting medium term financial needs of medium sized industrial concerns. The corporations have formulated special schemes for assisting technician entrepreneurs during the course of last few years. So they charge a minimum of 7.5 rate of interest on loans advanced. Means SFC is charging 7.5 rate of interest on loans advanced to the industries. So now let us discuss problems of state financial corporations. Problems of state financial corporations. First is concentration only on the granting loans. SFC was concentrated only on granting loans to small and medium-sized industries. It was totally ignored the development of small and medium-sized industries in the state. The second one is failure to achieve regional balanced growth. Here, the operations of SFCs are limited to few areas in the state. It was not covered all over the state. The people in backward areas are not getting any employment opportunities. The regional balanced growth is not possible by the activities of SFC. Next one is bias in favor of large units. The large units are not taking any pollution measures while producing chemical products. People are willing to close the manufacture of such chemical products. Next, SFCs are charging higher rate of interest. SFCs are charging higher rate of interest on loans and advances. New entrepreneurs are not coming forward to establish small and medium scale industries. So higher interest rate is burden to the new entrepreneurs. The loan repayment by medium and small scale industries are overdue. For this reason, SFCs are not able to utilize their funds efficiently. Next is lack of technical staff. The sufficient technical staff are not available to perform the operations of SFCs. SFC does not have a good organizational setup due to insufficient staff. Next is limited resources. Limited resources are available to SFCs. Because of this reason, it cannot go forward to expand its operations. So these are the problems in state financial corporations. So this topic is completed. The another topic is SIDCS. SIDCS stands for, next is SIDCS. So SIDCS stands for the State Industrial Development Corporations. The State Industrial Development Corporations. The State Industrial Development Corporations were set up under the Companies Act 1956 as wholly owned undertaking. So these are promotion and development of medium and large scale industries. So SFCs are small scale and medium industries. These SIDCS are medium and large industries. So it was established under the Companies Act 1956. So it is wholly owned by the state government. So it provides the assistance to medium and large industries in the state. So SIDCS aim to develop industrial infrastructure such as industrial parks. So here industrial parks means It is a combination of industries. All industries are located at one place. And industrial estates means a big industry is having the industrial estates. So along with providing financial assistance. So SIDCs aim to develop the industrial infrastructure such as industrial parks and industrial estates along with providing financial assistance. Next is they provide loans to several industrial units in medium and large sectors at an interest rate that ranges 13.5% to 17% according to the size of the loan. At present, 22 such SIDCs are functioning in India. Means here 22 SIDCs are working in our state. Now the picture of SIDCs means first is it providing term finance to small, medium, large industrial state, underwriting and subscribing the shares and debentures of industrial setup in the state. Next, the preparing and conducting the feasibility study, conducting market survey, motivating the private entrepreneurs of industrial setup in the state. Next is collaborating with private entrepreneurs of industrial setup in the state. Next is implementation, IDBI scheme of seed capital implementing in the state. Here seed capital means initial capital. Initial capital means a capital is required to start a new enterprise. So new enterprise need seed capital to start their activities. Next is functions of SIDCs, State Industrial Development Corporations. Next, SIDCs acts as an instrument in expediting industrialization in the states of India in which they are present. Means they provide the assistance to meet large scale industries in the states. So SIDS issues the loans, subscriptions of shares, guarantees to various companies belonging to different industries. Issue loans. So SIDCs issue loans to the industries, and it make the investments of shares. It guarantees to the various companies. So SIDCs organize the various promotional programs to develop the industries. So what are the promotional programs? So promotional programs means entrepreneurial development. A new entrepreneur does not know anything how to start the new industries. He needs the training to know all the aspects of an industry. So the training is needed to the new entrepreneurs to develop themselves. Next is project identification. Project identification means here the entrepreneurs need to identify the good project to develop their industries. It provides the financial assistance in the form of loans or subscriptions to debentures and shares guarantees. Means SIDCs provides the assistance for granting the loan and subscriptions to the debentures and the shares. Means they invest their funds in debentures and shares of the industrial concerns. Next, it guarantees the loans payable industrial concern. To obtain the orders and it distributes them among various small scale industries. SIDS make advance payments to industries. Means here SIDS gives advanced payments to start the industrial activities. These SIDS provides the risk capital to entrepreneurs by way of equity, participation and seed capital. Here the seed capital means it is a initial investment or promotional contribution. So the seed capital is invested by the promoter or entrepreneur. It helps to manage incentive schemes of central state governments. The state government or central government having some incentive schemes. So the SIDCS helps to industries to get the benefits from the state and central government. So according to changing environment, many SIDCS making efforts to diversify and entering into the fields of equipment leasing, merchant banking, venture capital and mutual funds. So here venture capital means getting funds from others called venture capital. So mutual funds means they make investments in mutual funds to get return after some time. So these are functions of SIDCS. So here thank you all. Thank you very much.